Oh. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. And just a friendly reminder to, keep an eye on your old people. All right? Saw an interesting scam that happened recently. An online imposter was posing as Steve Perry from Journey and scammed a 75-year-old Journey fan out of $122,000. All right, if celebrities are messaging you online and like, hey, I need some money, don't give them money, all right? Yeah, she started talking with this fake Steve Perry on Facebook. They're like, well, I've got a business opportunity and I need a woman in my life. Send me money. So she did. $72,000 in wire transfers and then about $50,000 in gift cards. That's a lot of money. There's a lot of dough. I'm pretty sure Steve Perry would be doing okay off Journey residuals. But anyhow, finally the imposter asked for pictures of her passport and driver's license, and she's like, oh, that seems weird. That's what it took? Not the $122,000? I don't know. So she went to the cops and realized she'd been scammed. So now they're trying to find the person. What do we need to do to make old people aware that they shouldn't just send money to random strangers? This happens all the time. And it's not the first time it's been hey, I'm a celebrity. Hey, it's me. I need money. Like, don't you live in a mansion in the Hollywood Hills? I need the dough. Come on. It's a business opportunity. Again, just keep an eye on your old folks. Now, that's probably some poor grandkid's inheritance. Down the crapper. Anyway, we'll see what else I can dig up on this program. Getting rolling for the day. I'd say it's good to be back, but I mean, it's early and my neck hurts. So maybe it'll get better to be back when the ibuprofen kicks in. Wish me luck. I'm just scrolling through Reddit, the huge, to start my day. I'm so glad I have a really smart girlfriend. She's much smarter than me. I'm reading stories from people who have, just straight up morons for mates here. And these are pretty funny. The post was, what was your I'm dating an idiot moment? And I figured we'd dive into some of these because they are pretty funny. All right, Game Void says, she said that the temperature in her house never changed, so she couldn't understand why she was always hot or cold. She had never taken the packaging off the digital thermometer, so she was just looking at a sticker that said 72 degrees all the time. All right, college girlfriend who is not a fully functioning adult, 0 life skills, got a flat tire while driving alone, stood by the car acting helpless until a guy stopped and offered to help. He changed it, but unbeknownst to her, had set the parking brake, so she gets in her car and it won't go anywhere because the parking brake's on. Runs out of the car and asks the guy, my car won't go. Did you put the wheel on backwards? And then she told everybody about it. Met a cute girl and asked her for a date. This was pre-cell phone or GPS, so I asked her for directions. She says, go past the train track, take the second left, the third right, the second right, second left, and my house is the white one. Started at the train tracks, took her directions, ended up in the middle of nowhere, did this 3 times. So I started at the train tracks, and everywhere where she said left, I turned right, and where she had said right, I turned left. Found her place on the first try. During the date, she also told me she wanted to be a veteran because she loved working with animals. I mean, it's best to find these things out early, right? Let's see here. I have an ex-wife who pretends to be allergic to chocolate. Spoiler alert, she isn't. And one year for my birthday, we went out to eat with all my friends and family. Offered her some of my coconut shrimp, which she gladly accepted. 4 seconds later, she made a terrible sound and spit the chewed shrimp onto the table. As loud as she could, she said, "Was that coconut shrimp?" "Yes," I replied. "Coconut? Coconut?" She hollered, trying very hard to embarrass me in front of everyone I know. Once the laughter died down, I asked if she really thought there was cocoa in coconut. We're divorced now. Reading these stories, again, makes me so grateful I have such a smart girlfriend. How she sometimes puts up with some of the dumb things I do, I don't know, but I'm very, very lucky. Here, let's read another of these. We watched Shrek, and she didn't believe that the guy who voiced Shrek was the same guy who played Austin Powers because their accents aren't the same. I explained it was the same actor doing different voices. She couldn't fathom it. When I told her that Austin Powers' voice wasn't the actor's real voice either, that was too much for her to handle. People can't just change their voice. No. Oh. Any morning I wake up feeling kind of dumb, I just need to pull this thread up. Start feeling a little bit better about myself. Well, I'm still sitting here having a good time reading through these "my partner is an idiot" stories on Reddit. There are some dumb people out there. And sure, these things could be made up, but I don't think people are making them up. I think they're legit. Like, check out this one. A geeky ninja writes, "He kept littering. I really hate littering. The day he spit his gum out on the sidewalk of a zoo, I called him out on it. He says it will evaporate. I laughed and said that's funny, but no, seriously, you should just use the trash can. He gave me a confused look. That's when I realized he was serious. He was so convinced that trash evaporates in the sun, we had a full-on debate about it. The true idiot was me because I stayed for him 3 years after that." You gotta really like somebody to be willing to look past trash evaporates in the sun. It just disappears. Every time I just throw garbage on the ground, I come back the next day, it's gone. Okay, this one's, it's sort of gruesome, but it's not real, so. Okay, I came home, she was upset about a news story she watched earlier about a new method of execution being approved in, Ohio or something. So she proceeded to explain the process where a person sits on the seat, it automatically activates a grabber arm, which has a topical anesthetic applied to each prong to numb the area to make it totally painless before it twists their head off. There was more to it, but we got about 30 seconds into her explanation when it was clear this isn't a thing. I tried to reassure her of that, which led to an argument and her eventually sending me the video in question. It was a video from The Onion. It was clearly not real and not even clever satire. It was just dumb. Even when I tried laughing it off and showing her where it was from and what they do, she still persisted. It's the news and they can't make things up. See, this is the problem. If people will buy into The Onion as real news and insist they can't make up the news, that's why people believe some of the things that are in the news that are completely made up. I mean, y'all understand that the news has a bit of bias, right? When we're talking national 24-hour news channels. Y'all know that, right? They are kind of slanted in their coverage. Yeah. Kind of give the perspective they know their audience wants. Yeah, okay. Well. Oh, geez. My ex would find a recipe online, not follow it, and blame the recipe for being garbage. Things like subbing breadcrumbs with flour. Why can't I say breadcrumbs? Adding pepper flakes in dishes that are not spicy. Those were the most disgusting Swedish meatballs I've ever had. Yeah, follow the recipe, people. Google had an April Fool's joke one year where if you lick your phone screen, you can actually taste the object of what's being displayed on the screen. Needless to say, she did it several times and said it didn't work. Anyway, this is a great thread if you want to feel good about yourself. What's your I'm dating an idiot moment? Good stuff. Oh, what's going on in Florida jails today? Well, apparently somebody doesn't like sandwiches. Who doesn't like a nice sandwich? Well, maybe a sandwich from the ground of the jail wouldn't be very good. Got a woman being held without bond who was, well, charged further while behind bars for trying to force her cellmate to eat a sandwich. Yeah, a sandwich fell on the ground, so she picks it up and then is like, eat this sandwich. And the cellmate is like, no, I don't want to eat that dirty sandwich. So then she tries just forcing the sandwich into her mouth, and then they get in a big brawl. We got hair pulling, screaming, and yelling, and then she started choking the other person. Eat the sandwich! Yeah. Just a typical day in Florida jail. Eat the sandwich. Then the cops show up. You know, she decides to bite the cop. She, should have just ate the sandwich if she wants to bite so badly. But I guess the deputy tasted a little bit better than the dirty sandwich. I don't know. Anyhow, the victim who was attacked and, the cellmate was trying to force feed her the sandwich, said her mouth was scratched by the sandwich being driven into her mouth. So, yeah. I don't know what kind of a specific charge that is. Battery? But it's not going to help you get out of jail any faster if you try to feed your cellmate a sandwich they don't want. 3-second rule, that's a myth, all right? Especially in a dirty jail. If there's one place I could think of that I wouldn't want to eat a sandwich off the ground, well, I'm sure there's worse I could think of than a jail floor. Maybe, one of those public restrooms in a national park floor. That'd be about the worst. But jail floor is right behind it, It's just kind of a grody sandwich. So, anyway, we wish her luck on her poor little mouth healing up from the sandwich scratch. Was it toasted? How do you scratch yourself with a sandwich? I don't think they serve up a nice toasted sandwich in jail, but it is Florida. Who knows? I saw this photo of a supposed 8-foot-long centipede online. Disgusting. I mean, it was fake, but still gave me the creeps, grossed me out. Again, it wasn't real, but people are easily fooled online by fake photos. I want to remind you that websites like Snopes exist. You can go find out what is true and what isn't. If only more people would look into, is this real or not? Boy, scrolling my Facebook feed as of late, it's gotten to be something else altogether. So, if you didn't get enough activity the last few days and you're looking for something fun to do, could be a good night to get out and see some live music. The River Concert Series with the Idaho Falls Arts Council going down tonight. Greenbelt Stage between D and E Streets on Memorial Drive in Idaho Falls. Who's playing tonight? Little Red. There you go. Get out and check out Little Red. Bring down some food and lawn chair and relax by the river. What's the forecast looking like today? I mean, I'm not going to go outside. Once I'm out of here, I am just relaxing. Oh, yeah. I mean, I had a fairly relaxing weekend with the kids around, but not like just relaxing in my silent house. You know, kids are there. It's always a little bit extra crazy. I've got to actually cook and do dad stuff. Yeah, not quite as easy as sitting around being just lazy me by myself. Oh yeah, it's a good day to stay inside. We got a heat advisory. Looking at a high today of like 95. The next number of days look terrible. 100? All right, well, this weekend, guess who's not going anywhere? This guy. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated. Yeah, luckily it's shady down at the river if you want to go down and check out the river concert series. Not too bad by the river where there's, water. Kind of kicks up a bit of a cool breeze. And again, trees. 95 today. Yikes. Well, good thing I left that AC running. Be nice and cold when I get there. All right, there's something for you to do. You're welcome. You know that I wish more people would make their houses and yards a little bit more exciting. Everything around here, tends to be painted like one or two colors. Gets very bleak during the winter months. How about an animatronic dinosaur in your front yard? This was in Vancouver. A guy was just scrolling the Facebook Marketplace and saw an animatronic triceratops and was like, I have got to have this. Guy's got more money to spend than me on useless yard decorations. I shouldn't call it useless. It's bringing joy to the community. They wanted 10 grand for it. He talked them down to 3,500. And this thing looks sweet. And it's animatronic. It moves. And the news article says that it made a rather bleak stretch of Vancouver's night street more interesting. And the community's very happy about it. People love it. Anybody know where I can get an animatronic dinosaur for like way less than 3,500? I mean, we got to get really low on the price. Taking donations, but I would gladly put it in my front yard. I still think back to one time at band camp. No, one time in Cottonwood, Arizona. I was at I think it was an antique shop of some sort. I don't know, one of the stores in the touristy area of town, and there was a giant metal boar, like a wild boar, a giant metal pig, and it was awesome. It was huge. And I think I could have got it for a pretty decent price, but it didn't happen. And I think back and I go, is that pig still there? Because it would look ridiculous in my front yard. And I would totally put that out there. I've got a little metal dragon on my front porch. That's cool. But this wild boar, it was massive. So next time I can afford to drive to Arizona, because you got to have a truck to move a giant pig across many states. Next time the gas prices are low, there we go. It's no animatronic triceratops, but it'd be neat. I always like to give props to my neighbors that have a giant skeleton in their yard year round. Why not? Liven things up a little bit. Further down the road in the neighborhood, somebody's got one of those, I think it's a Costco werewolf. It's up year round too. Why not? Why not have a werewolf out front? It's fun. If you're not going to paint your house a bright color, at least go for the giant werewolf in your yard. All right? You have my permission. What, your neighbor's going to judge you? Who cares? All right? You be you. You do what you want. Decorate however you'd like. Halloween's right around the corner. All kinds of ridiculous lawn displays are going to be on sale. Yeah, again, outside of my budget. I'd get a giant skeleton too, but can't afford it. So, thankfully, the neighbors already have one. And I'll figure out how to get myself a giant sheet metal wild boar one of these days. Because why not? Could all of the other states out there just start sending your crazy news stories to your local news? I know it's not only Florida where these kind of things happen. All right? This guy, 31-year-old man, Brandon Gilmore, arrested on Saturday. He took his 4-year-old out on the balcony of a Daytona Beach resort. You know, he just wanted to scare him a little bit. All right, if your spouse says, I'm going to take the kid outside and just scare him a little bit, put a stop to that, all right? So what he did was grab the child by the legs and hold him up over the balcony, and then just started swinging him back and forth. Well, child slipped out of his hands. It's okay. It's okay. I think so. I mean, he fell about 2 stories. But I believe he's okay. Dad's in jail as he should be. Yikes. I mean, don't you remember when Michael Jackson was, hanging his baby over the edge of a balcony? People lost their minds about that. I would think with that being, international news back in the day, people would remember that and go, oh, yeah, hanging a child over the balcony a few stories up, it's just not a good idea, all right? Especially if, like Mr. Gilmore here, you have a crappy grip, I mean, there's no situation when you should do this. But if you think there's a chance, you're not going to be able to hold on. I mean, okay, again, there's no situation in which you should do this, okay? What an idiot. Glad the child's okay. At least, I think they said he, fell to concrete. Yikes. Well, it makes you feel better as a parent, right? To hear these kind of stories. Like, all right, I'm not perfect as a parent, but never dangled a child over a balcony and then let him slip out of my hands. All right? Freak News is powered by Grease Monkey, voted Idaho's best oil change. There are so many stories in the news today about people being scammed, like old people getting scammed out of all kinds of dough. We talked early this morning about the woman who was scammed by fake Steve Perry from Journey. I really need money. Come on, send it to me. All right, sure. Here's $120,000. Well, apparently we've also got fake Kevin Costner out scamming people. There was a woman who was scammed out of just $200. So not too bad. Could be worse. Could be $120,000, like fake Steve Perry. But I guess there's some type of a Facebook page, Kevin Costner. And they're going all out. They're using like AI video to have fake Kevin Costner talk to you. I really need $100. Purchase a $100 voucher and you can be one of our VIP members. So she did send that, but then got another message from fake Kevin Costner and he's like, all right, actually, if you want to be a VIP, you got to get the membership card for a little over $1,000. So that was when she got suspicious. I would think if Kevin Costner asked you for $100, you should be suspicious right out of the gate, okay? Pretty sure Kevin Costner's doing all right financially. But yeah, as I scroll through the news, it's like page after page of people getting scammed. There's even a full news article. Scammers are wiping billions from American bank accounts every year. Billions! And most of them are getting away with it. Yeah, you hear about the great wealth transfer, huh? That's when your boomer relatives transfer all of their money to people overseas, like fake Kevin Costner. Yeah, people rarely get their money back. and they rarely catch the people who are doing these things. If you have anybody online trying to get you to send them money, all right, talk to your family members. Hit up law enforcement. Be like, it seems a little bit weird. I just don't know. There was a video I saw when I was scrolling Reddit of a Texas police officer stopping an elderly woman from sending $40,000 to a scammer. 40 grand. I mean, if you tried to get me, fake Kevin Costner, to send you $20, $20, I can't afford it. I need all the $20 I can get, all right? 40 grand. What would somebody have? I mean, I don't have 40 grand to send somebody. Don't have anywhere close to that. But what would it take? What kind of story would I have to be told if I had $40,000 to send it to somebody? I can't even imagine. It would have to be, again, I really don't know. Watch out for scammers, people. Watch out for Kevin Costner. If you're going to be in central Pennsylvania anytime soon, just want to let you know that helicopters are going to spray thick brown liquid over central Pennsylvania communities. And no, it's not that. They're trying to deal with bugs. Bacterial larvicide for black fly gnat suppression. I guess I got a problem with gnats, so they spray what looks like chocolate milk. Yeah, you're hanging out and all of a sudden brown liquid starts falling out of the sky. You'd probably be concerned. So just wanted to give you the heads up that will be happening if you're planning on, I don't know, maybe heading to central Pennsylvania to drop off 30 grand in gift cards to fake Kevin Costner. Might want to just cancel the trip because, after you're out the door, you're already going to feel like you're covered in brown liquid. Jeez. All right. We'll do more stupid news as the program goes on. What local celebrities better not be scamming people. That'd be messed up. Celebrities shouldn't be doing it at all. I mean, it's a big shame on Kevin Costner. Buses are not a big thing around here. I know we have some public transit, but we don't get any crazy bus stories, do we? When's the last time one of those popped up? I don't know. But I got one from, is it going to be Florida? Oh, Massachusetts. This guy, he wanted to get on the bus really bad. But they told him, because he's like knocking on the door, they're like, you can only board the bus at a designated bus stop. So he took a glass jar and just smashed it into the windshield, which would not be an effective way to get yourself on the bus. Imagine you're driving down the road and someone goes, can you give me a ride? And you're like, no. And then they just smash your windshield with a baseball bat. I don't think you're going to pick them up, right? And take them where they want to go. I wouldn't. When I'm dealing with unhinged people, I tend to get away as quickly as humanly possible. Because you never know what an unhinged person's going to do. And I'd say the sign would point to them potentially doing something extra crazy after they have smashed a glass jar into your windshield. So, not surprisingly, the person was intoxicated and also packing narcotics, is what the article says. He's in jail, but I tell you, you're just trying to get where you need to be. This is the kind of crap you got to put up with. Oh, geez. Crazy person trying to get on the bus. Can the bus driver just hit the gas? Probably not. They'd end up getting sued. Bus drivers, man. They got to put up with a lot. All of them. The school bus drivers. Can you imagine a job that would give you more of a headache than having to drive a bunch of screaming kids to and from school? Kids do, terrible things on the bus too. They're not very nice to the bus driver sometimes. Not saying that, there's any excuse then if the bus driver becomes unhinged. You're going to take on that kind of job. you got to deal with crazy. You're going to be a bus driver. You're going to deal with crazy. All right? You need to accept it and just be ready for it. But, jeez. Tommy the Cat. A little bit of Primus on a Tuesday morning. Primus, always fun. Which is why you should go see them live. Yeah. I mean, they're going to be here, next week? I should remember the date, but you know me. On the 15th, Primus with Coheed and Cambria next Monday. All right. I was looking on Ticketmaster last week. I don't know if this is still the case, but I mean, there were tickets for that show as cheap as $25. I got to tell you, if you want to have your mind blown at a live show, go see Primus, okay? Lots of seats available. Yeah. And again, oh yeah, there's still a bunch. $25. $25. Now there are VIP packages for more, but yeah, a bunch of tickets, $45, $25. $25 to see Primus. I'm sorry, but you got to be a fool if you wouldn't pay that. They are one of the best live bands on the planet. And I'm sure Coheed will kill it as well. I guarantee you I will be at that show. No way I'm missing Primus right here. Peaches. I was just telling listeners, if you wouldn't pay $25 to see Primus, you're an idiot.
Why would you tell them about the ticket prices? Now there's going to be more people there. More people in my way.
Sorry, Peaches. I don't care about you. I care about the listeners.
I talked about this one guy that was extremely mad yesterday on the unwritten rules of concert going. He was like, if you're over 6 feet tall, go to the back. I'm like, I'm going to find this guy and go right in front of him the entire show.
Yeah, I think we should just ban all tall people from concerts altogether.
I can say that if you're under 6 foot, you are not a legal human being. You are more so just, a stepping stool.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Yeah, there's a reason I like to be up in the seats, because
I don't.
Yeah,
Those seats are puny.
Yeah, I know. You're a big guy.
They're
that's
puny for regular people. What are you talking about?
You go stand on the floor, tall guy.
That's right.
I'm going to sit in my comfy seat.
You sit in that chair, old man.
That's right.
The future's now.
Look right over the top of your head from up here in the sky.
That's what you think. I'll still block you.
What's this person want? K-Bear, you were live on the show. Keep that in mind. Who's this?
Victor, good morning.
It's the Redneck. What up, the Redneck?
I just wanted to say, Peaches, there is nobody that's in your way unless it's my baby cousin.
Oh, the Redneck got a baby cousin that's 10 feet tall. It's a baby. It's going to be a monster.
I showed Peaches a picture of him. He's 7'6".
7'6". Man, it's got to be difficult to go through life being 7'6".
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it has to be terrible. I mean, trying to find clothes and shoes for the guy is ridiculous.
Yeah, it'd be awful.
Have you seen the picture of Yao Ming in the Lincoln Navigator?
Yes.
Looks like a toy car.
Mm-hmm. You've shown me that.
Popping out the sunroof.
Right.
Yes, it's very nice to be a normal person. I'll tell you.
Oh,
I got no problem finding.
I would say redneck's normal height. You're kind of like, yeah.
I can find shoes and clothes galore.
When you walk into big and tall and they say no, you're a little on the excessive side.
Is this like your Jeff Foxworthy type of comedic bit right now? Do you look at the menu and say, okay?
Well, all right, you guys have yourself a wonderful day, and that was a wonderful Primus song.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're all wonderful, which is why everyone should go see them. Like, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Especially Coheed as the opener?
Yeah. I mean, what a lineup. What a lineup. It's going to... If you like... killer musicianship, you would be insane to miss this show, especially where there are tickets for $25. That's so cheap.
And there's not a bad seat in that place, too.
No. Even if you're all the way at the back, it's going to be great.
Right.
So
if I'm still here, I may go and check it out. I'm not sure when we're heading over to North Carolina to go find a house yet. It'll probably be this week or next week.
Well, I'm going to just pre-shame all the listeners. If you wouldn't pay $25 again to see Primus, you're an idiot.
We talked about it many times. If you don't show up to shows, they're going to stop booking them here.
That's right. And I mean, the tickets are of value. I mean, holy cow.
Well, there's been so many concerts and people have spent a lot of money so far.
Even if they were a poor band, the ticket's still a fair, good value.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a band I mean, $25 anymore. You don't see shows that cheap unless it's day of and the scalpers are panicking. So it looks like they're already panicking because they're all scalper tickets for $25.
Nice. There we go.
I love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
I'd pay $25 to see a good local band.
Me too. 25 ain't bad. So maybe we'll see you there, the Redneck.
Absolutely. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. Don't work too hard and don't have too much fun.
We'll try. All right, everybody. If you want details on these shows, check out the all-new riverbendmediagroup.com. Peaches did a fine job updating the concert calendar with everything coming to the area.
Oh, we got a Hinder coming to Boise. I know you're going to pay $25 to see that band, right?
I'd pay $25 to see Hinder. But I'd tell you, I'd much rather see Primus.
I'd much rather pay $25 to watch you sing Lips of an Angel in karaoke night.
Oh, I hate that song. We're headed down to Louisiana to talk about Bigfoot. Yeah. A group of terrified teenagers have been rescued after an encounter with a glowing-eyed and growling Bigfoot in a Louisiana forest. Now, Louisiana forests are creepy to begin with. If you've played any Red Dead Part 2, you know what I'm talking about. Creepy. So these kids aged 17 to 18 were out in the woods, walking along a trail, and just stumbled across a creature resembling Bigfoot with glowing eyes. It was about 5 feet tall. And they got scared, so they called the cops. Help! Help us! Now, most people seem to believe that they just saw like a bear or a wild boar or something like that. Animals have shiny eyes if you point a flashlight at them. But the kids are like, no, it was a growling Bigfoot. I think I would personally much rather stumble across a Bigfoot than a bear, all right? Bigfoot, they're generally friendly, right? There have been no reports of people being ripped apart by a Bigfoot, as far as I'm aware. Bears? Wild boars? Yeah. Easily. They'll tear people up. So, anyway, the kids are okay, but they've got a lot of sightings going on. I always thought the Pacific Northwest was Bigfoot country. Louisiana, look like trying to make themselves a new tourist destination for all the, cryptozoological hunter people, Anyway, we're in a Bigfoot hotspot ourselves. In case you were unaware, I've asked Bigfoot or asked for Bigfoot stories on the air before, and we always get a bunch of them. Now, I have never seen a Bigfoot, but I also tend to avoid just wandering around in the woods because, there's mountain lions out there, all right? Grizzlies. I ain't worried about Bigfoot, all right? It's those other critters. What about a fox? They could gnaw on your leg. Probably give you some rabies. Squirrels? Can't be trusted. Anyway, just wanted to let you know if you're looking for a fun Bigfoot vacation, Louisiana might be where it's at. Just watch out for the glowing eyes. Oh, it's scary. All right, we'll be back. I even took yesterday off, and it still wasn't long enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's to the point now when somebody says, how's your weekend? And the constant answer is not long enough is a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, I do believe the world needs to move to the 4-day work week.
Right. I think if we moved to the 4-day work week, we wouldn't.
Then it would be, we need a 3-day work week.
I'm down for that.
0-day work week,
For
Justin.
sure.
That's what we need.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The fireworks show was amazing, though.
Oh, yeah.
The firework, yeah.
And holy cow, was it packed with people. It was wild.
Nut house.
Yeah, it was great. I know I was reading about the Boise fireworks show afterward, and they were bragging up their 1,200 shells. I'm like,
serious?
1,200.
We went through that many in 12 minutes.
Yeah. 18,500 shells.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. just crushing the Capitol. That's what I like to see. But it was a good weekend. It was good. Though I don't know what I did to myself, but my neck is killing me today, and it's driving me nuts. You know when you got a bad pain that it just, you can't focus on anything else? That's how I'm feeling today.
Well, normally if it was a little bit lower, I would say it was probably Peach's fault. But, you know.
Yeah. No, it's, I mean, he is a pain in the neck. But
I was going lower.
I know what you were doing, Justin. Trying to make me slip up, huh?
No. I'd never do that. You're a trained professional. You would never slip up.
No, never.
Ever.
I have never, ever slipped up
Never
and
had to
push
use the
that
dump button.
on myself. Never. So, yeah, listeners, if you're into country music, you should listen to Justin's show this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm going to play some Co-Wetzel.
Got some Co-Wetzel. That's what we were talking about off air. And we've played Co-Wetzel on K-Bear. So he, one of those country guys who he's kind of a weird fit in that genre. Yeah, he rocks.
He's got himself, what do they call him? I forget what the name they actually branded him as, but it's certainly not country. But
no, we always have to find the songs that fit right to play on Hawk. But,
give us a clean version of that one because we can't play it with that content.
He does tend to use a lot of naughty words and engage in bad behavior.
Yeah, well,
in his songs, that's kind of country music, right? I mean,
I don't. I'm supposed to be clean. I don't know. It's all good.
I've met lots of cowboys, man. All right, and they're rowdy folk for sure.
Yeah.
And anytime I've talked to people at big concert venues, I'm like, what's the worst crowd as far as misbehaving? And it's always the country shows.
Yeah, you wouldn't think.
No.
You really wouldn't think. But I mean, lower IQs and I mean, it comes with every genre, doesn't it?
There's a lot of lower IQs in every genre for sure. But I think the metalheads get a bad rap because they tend to look weird, but they're pretty well behaved.
No.
I guess there is nothing weirder than a cowboy hat. I mean, come on, if you think of hats.
10-gallon hats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird hat.
Yeehaw.
Reminder to not go into natural waters. All right? I don't know why people keep doing this. You're going to get attacked by who knows what. Maybe a shark? Yeah. Here's the article out of California. A film and TV editor he was from California, headed to Montreal. Watched his Montreal vacation turn from a monster horror film to an emergency responder hero movie before his eyes. Yeah, his kid was out swimming. Next thing you know, he's just screaming. And the guy said it was a little bit like the first scene in Jaws. All of a sudden he's in the water and there's just screaming and kicking and thrashing and blood. Yeah, that's why you don't go in natural waters. All right. Let's see. The working theory is that a musky fish bit him and then cut him when thrashing around after the attack. It's a long, large fish with sharp teeth, scaly cheeks, and gill covers. And, big fish. You don't even need to be worried about sharks. Just a big old fish. Big old fish attacked this poor boy. All right? I'm looking at a picture of a muskie. Terrifying. All right? If you've never seen a picture of one, look it up. It's got really sharp teeth. Ugh. It's big. It's hideous. And what, you think we don't have big fish in the waters around here? I think there's sturgeon in the Snake, aren't there? I believe I've been told that. River monsters. All right? You want to keep going for a swim in these type of waters. Animals are fighting back. They're fed up with people. We got fish attacks, people. Not even sharks again. Fish attacks. You want to get attacked by a fish? What if you died getting attacked by a fish? That'd be a real dumb way to go. What happened to Grandpa? Got killed by a fish. What kind of fish? Yeah, just a muskie. What? Yeah, very, very aggressive monster. Anyway, just my fair warning. We get about one a week because there's always people getting attacked by creatures in the water. but they keep on swimming. Swimming pools, people. You can buy your own. You can buy your own swimming pool and put it in your backyard. Above ground pools. They're not that expensive. All right? Better ways to stay cool than getting ripped apart by a fish. But to each their own. Apparently, there is a war on wine happening as we speak. I hadn't heard a word about this, but according to this article by Jeff Siegel, the war on wine has begun. And the main culprit trying to take down wine is non-alcoholic wine. Jeff Siegel is not a fan of non-alcoholic wine. He wrote this, he's just going on and on and on about how this isn't real wine. You know, people drink wine for a reason. This is just grape juice. Yeah, I'm guessing non-alcoholic wine is probably just juice. Overpriced juice. But the fact that non-alcoholic wine would exist, I'm pretty sure that's not just going to all of a sudden make wine cease to exist. All right? Non-alcoholic beer exists. It's not good, but it's out there. And far as I know, beer is still a thing. All right? I saw non-alcoholic seltzer one day at the grocery store. It's like, that has always been a thing. And rather than spending $8 a six-pack, you could get yourself a 12-pack for just a few dollars of regular old seltzer that probably tastes better than the non-alcoholic seltzer that you'd find in the beer area. I mean, I thought non-alcoholic beer was... I don't know what word I'm looking for here, because I don't want to say it's the worst. It sort of tastes like beer. But is there anything more useless than non-alcoholic seltzer that you pay the same price as a regular, like booze-filled seltzer? Doesn't make any sense to me. But non-alcoholic wine, that does sound like just kind of a waste. You got somebody calling? Let's see what they want. K-Bear, you're live on the show. Who's this?
Victor, it's me again.
Oh, the redneck again. What's up, man?
Oh, I want to just comment on this whole non-alcoholic beverages.
All right.
That makes sense. I mean, why? I mean, just call it a different name. Say non-alcohol, wine or beer. That makes as much sense as wiping before you poop.
Now, the description you used was kind of gross, so I dumped out of that. But, all right. I don't know what else you're supposed to call non-alcoholic beer. It's still made with the same ingredients, and it tastes like beer. Non-alcoholic wine, I don't know. Because wine doesn't taste like juice, So maybe if it sort of tastes like wine, the only thing to call it is non-alcoholic wine. I don't know. It does sound like a weird one to me. Juice is delicious, so why not just get some juice going on? But what do I know?
I mean, they can make up another name or something for it, but this stuff was named that they were alcohol.
Yeah, but then people are going to have a difficulty finding it. I mean, it's hard to get a new term out there and have everybody know what it is. If they're in the wine section and they see non-alcoholic, they're going to know what it is. You gotta market things if you want to be able to sell them. So I don't know.
Well, probably the only way that they could sell it is by keeping it with the same name.
Yeah, exactly. So I bet it'll be a decent seller. I mean, non-alcoholic beer sells well. I've even seen like non-alcoholic liquor before. I mean, I've never tried something like that. That seems bizarre to me as well, but whatever. If somebody can make a buck, and if somebody is trying to not drink and it gives them an option to have something similar, it's not a bad thing. It just sounds weird to me sometimes.
It's just like a non-nicotine cigarette or a non-caffeinated coffee.
Well,
what's the point?
Decaf is it? People like the taste of coffee. And I mean, if they were to take nicotine out of cigarettes, that would probably be great for smokers because they'd be able to stop easier. But I don't think that the corrupt tobacco industry is going to do that anytime soon.
I agree. It's like some of this stuff with the mechanic world. How they make stuff is to force people to have to go to the dealerships, and because you can't do it on your own.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, well, good to hear from you, the redneck. Hope you have a good rest of the day, man.
You as well.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
If anybody sees any non-alcoholic wine for sale, you'll have to try it and let me know, okay, does it just taste like juice? Because you can get a pretty good deal on juice. They're like $20 bottles, non-alcoholic wine. Well, you spend your money however you want. Yeah, if you're ever wondering the name of our sales manager, his name is Jay Miller. As I pointed out on air in the middle of that song. Got a call from somebody looking to do some advertising, so I was trying to get them to the right department. You're welcome. Anybody who wanted to know. Because advertising on K-Bear is a pretty good idea. We're a very popular radio station, and people like to listen to us. And they know how much we love our advertisers. Because I always point out, if you hear somebody advertising on K-Bear, they're a supporter. So you should support them. Absolutely. All right. Kind of threw myself off with that. Anytime I screw up, it's very distracting. So thank you to Bryce for pointing out to me my mic was on. And thank you for not being rude about it. I was reading a list of the rudest cities in the Midwest. In case you were wondering, they're pretty much all in Indiana and Missouri. Just don't go there. If you want friendly people in the Midwest, you go to Minnesota. Yeah. Now, what do they base things on as far as determining whether somebody is friendly? All right, holding doors for strangers, yielding in traffic, smiling at or greeting strangers, tipping well, adhering to speed limits, helping your neighbors. How much polling did they do to find this out? All right? That's what I'm curious to know. And, I mean, it's the Midwest, so who cares in general? Worst area of the country? Well, I don't know. I don't know if the Midwest is the worst. It's just kind of boring. It's like flat and there's nothing. I don't know. Got some big cities, but not my jam. Not my jam. Need something to look at. Okay, I'm gonna find some other content. I'll be back. If you live in a tourist destination, I want to let you know tourists are going to visit there. Apparently, folks in Barcelona don't get it. Very upset. They want the tourists to go home. Thousands taken to the streets in an anti-tourist protest, and they were mowing people down with squirt guns. Yeah, I don't recommend, even if it's a neon blue, plastic, see-through squirt gun, you start waving those around in the streets. There are unhinged, unpredictable people out there, okay? Don't do it. But yeah, you know, if you're going to live in a place, like imagine you lived in Manhattan. Tourists go home! I think you need to move to the country, buddy. Move to a small town and not a tourist small town, all right? Don't want to move to Sun Valley. Don't want to move to Sedona if you don't want to deal with tourists, okay? Thousands in the streets. I hate to break it to these people, but local businesses probably thriving thanks to tourism. I think people are just mad nowadays. They'll get mad about anything. You know, is housing going through the roof? Is it an Airbnb thing? Can't afford houses because too many short-term rentals? I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just saw people complaining. I was like, well, that'll be a decent way to wrap up the show. People are spray painting. Tourists go home in their own neighborhoods. Don't vandalize your own neighborhood to try to get people to leave. All right? Maybe you got to get rid of the Barcelona City tour bus, the double-decker. that drives tourists around. Close down all your local restaurants. Well, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you have a good day today. I'll be back for the noon hour of madness and mayhem powered by Jalisco's. I'm going to go get some more ibuprofen going on for the pain in my neck. Appreciate you listening. Talk to you soon. Thank you again for tuning in to the Victor Welch Show. This program's a production of River. Why can't I say that? God.
To say Riverbend Media Group.
Riverbend Media Group. This program's a production of God. This program's a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.